Is losing weight that difficult? Emmy here, owner of Fitter Body Ladies in Southend. Um, so my answer to that is depends how much weight you have to lose. However, I think people make it a little more difficult than what it is. And what I mean by that is the calculation is quite simple. You got to burn off more than you're taking in, so you got to be in a calorie deficit. Um, and I think what happens to a lot of people is social media's out there, and people want to start losing weight. They want it to happen really, really fast. And sometimes the only way you won't really lose the weight is if you stop. You just gotta try and be consistent and try and stay in your lane, which can be challenging if you're focused on what how much she's lost or how much he's lost or what they've lost or what you see on Instagram. The main thing is if you're in a calorie deficit, you're keeping your protein intake high, you're eating good quality foods, you're gonna feel good and you will lose weight. You don't want to lose too much weight anyway. 2 to 3 pounds is perfect. That's where you want to be. Once you start losing 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds in a week, it's a lot. That means you're not just losing body fat, you're losing muscle. And we know losing muscle, especially as we age, is a no-no. It's something you don't want to do. It can be difficult to get that muscle expectation to put it back on, so it can be challenging. So losing 2 to 3 pounds a week is perfect. Losing a pound a week is brilliant, fantastic. That's where you want to be. All these small little increments, they all add up over time, and it's just about being consistent. I think sometimes what throws people off as well is, oh, I gotta eat salads every single day. And I gotta eat all these healthy foods every single day. I can't have my Twix now. I can't go out for dinner at the weekend. Of course you can. You just got to think about it in a different way, and this is how we start. This it's just about being strategic. So let me give you an example. So maybe if you try an 80 to 20% split. So what I mean by that is 80% of the time. So for example, throughout your day, you have your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Keep them healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy dinner, and then you have your I don't know your chocolate or your ice cream whenever you have it. That's your 20%. You don't feel like you're actually missing out on anything. You're eating healthy, you're gonna feel really good, and then you're having your little treat in between. A little thing that I do, especially on the weekend, if I know I'm gonna have, I don't know, if I'm gonna go overboard on the weekend for whatever, if it's a party or a barbecue or whatever it might be, or if I'm going to a boxing event or if I'm doing something that I know I'm gonna enjoy and I'm gonna overindulge in food. What I personally do is from Monday to Friday, I knock off between 200 and 300 calories off my regular intake. Okay, so that the weekend I've got some more extra calories to play around it, and I don't even bother. I just eat and do whatever I want to. That's just what I do. I don't do it all the time, but it's a nice little trick that definitely does help. So try not to stress yourself out about it. Remember, the goal is consistency. Be consistent. Just keep on going and keep on going. Stay in your lane. Never mind. Don't focus on what anyone else is doing. Just focus on what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve, and you'll get there. No stress. Just keep on going. Consistency. That's the key.